All right, welcome back, Montana State R6 fans, to another Midwest R6 Division II game. Tonight, we got Montana State. They're taking on Grand Valley State from Michigan, who is 1-1 in Midwest R6. They opened with a win over UW Platteville, who Montana State beat in Week 2. But Grand Valley won that game 7-5, 7-5 on Chalet and Clubhouse. And then lost in Week 2 to Lindenwood, 7-5 on Clubhouse and 7-4 on Skyscraper. So, a team that's had a little bit of an up and down start. Montana State coming in 2-0 with a 2-1 win over Otterbein in Week 1, and then that win over UWP that we saw here last week. And for the first time all season, I got my buddy Dolce in here live, ready to go off the start. So how about that?
We had a miracle happen today. I didn't have to stay in the office and get pizza for everyone.
There you go. Always a good day. Always a good day.
But I didn't get free pizza, so I suppose it's a little bit of a trade-off.
All right, looks like we are about to get going, so we're going to swap you over to the game view, which is not picking up. There we go. Now you got it.
Is this Montana State's pick, Border?
Yes, Border tonight, picked by Montana State. Unfortunately, your friendly broadcasters were not privy to the entire ban phase, but Montana State picking Border, Grand Valley choosing to defend first. Grand Valley chose Night Haven Labs will be our next map. I would assume that Montana State will choose to defend first, although I didn't actually watch it happen. And should we need a decider tonight for map 3, it will be Chalet.
Exciting maps coming out. Pretty standard stuff. Nothing we really haven't seen before, but no layers coming out this early in the comp pool at least.
I did hear some discussions about, maybe we'll play lair. Do want to point out a couple subs in tonight for Montana State. Godzilla and Lemny both missing, replaced by Fire Charge and Bad for tonight. So be interesting to see how those two fit in to this 2-0 Montana State team. See if they can keep the momentum going a little bit.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Fire Charge, he was playing. He's very familiar with the team and how they play for the most part, especially with Fort being gone. Who I think is the only person that he hasn't played with before. Is that correct?
Just about. Yeah, I think he's played with everybody else. All these guys have played together at least a fair bit, so not too bad here. Ooh, Blackbeard and Lion early. Are they going straight for top east? Okay, we gotta win 7-0. We got 6 7s in the all chat. It's over, boys. It's over. We gotta 7-0 this.
Yeah, we got it. Second, what are your predictions for tonight with how Montana State is looking, especially after their last game, looking a little rough around the edges there?
Yeah, a little bit rough in the last game, but I think, maybe that's a good thing to have subs in, right? Like, just this little bit of replacement, as Blackbeard might be able to nade out this. Yeah, it's gonna force him off. As the Lion scan comes out. Drones as well. Blackbeard with an Aruni right down his face here.
Really trying to get those B shots in.
Yeah, no kidding.
Need to reload.
Kind of in a pinch spot here, but
he's got a shield. He's fine.
Exactly. Might be time for that second frag grenade soon. Yeah.
Throwing frag grenade.
See it fly in here. Puts off maybe just a tiny bit of damage, but nothing crazy. Hits a couple more bullets onto this Ella. Ella gets one. Not gonna find the Blackbeard just yet. But Aruni swinging out to top east, yeah. And bunch of kills coming out here. That's gonna leave Bravo as the last alive. 1v4. Finds one on the Cade, but still a 1v3 with a minute left. Gonna take a lot of work to pull anything out of this. Should at least be able to grab himself defuse here as Castle's left and gone around.
Notice the Castle was downstairs. Probably is going to be rotating up now.
Yeah, for sure. As you see, yep. Probably recognized that that was the ump that he heard there. At this point, he definitely would.
The ump, the most definable gun in the game.
Yeah, seriously. Has a nade here to burn to get himself in, if he so chooses, and he will. Not sure if he's going to know that this Aruni is prone, although now she's not, but she finds the kill anyway. It's going to be 1-0 to Grand Valley State.
Now, I'm curious, all those frags going back and forth, I was expecting a little bit more of a trade game from Montana State there, but it seemed like GVSU, they just had the upper hand, they knew, and they really capitalized on the disorganization there.
Yeah, it's just one of those things when you get so often on Border, you get two teams that are stacked up and ready to fight something like 3v3, 4v4, kind of like you saw there. And, right, sometimes when you get defenders that swing out aggressively like that, they get the first 2 picks, and so now even if you get a trade back, you can only do so much with it, right? You're still a man down. I think it's kind of what we saw there, and then obviously the last pick coming out also in Grand Valley's favor, and that leaves you in a 1v4. Kind of just a tough situation, but they can't go upstairs anymore for the next couple rounds, so it'll be interesting to see how they play these first floor bomb sites, broadly believed not to be quite as strong on Border.
10 seconds to insertion.
Yeah, I see, they're changing up a little bit. It's still taking the Thatcher, still taking the Ram Blackbeard, but now we see a sledge coming up from Painted, and
Attackers
a
must
bomb
locate and
from
defuse
Bad.
a bomb.
Yeah, Thatcher, not something we've seen as much of lately in, I mean, frankly, in all of competitive Siege. But as teams are starting to shift away just a little bit from the Zap bans, it's something you're probably going to see come back just a little bit, right? You see Montana State banning the Azami Mira here. That means Cade is up. How are you really going to deal with that here? It's probably a Thatcher. You might bring Impact DMPs, but Thatcher sometimes just more convenient. Also, doesn't just shut down Zaps. Shuts down a lot of things. Shuts down Fenrir gadgets, mute jammers if you need. So, more versatile than sometimes he's given credit for.
Jammer ready to activate.
And Fainted going nuts as we're just not watching. He's snuck in below. We saw him do this on Border last week too, where he just sneaks in below and all of a sudden he's got a kill. And you're like, why is the sledge here? But if it works, it works.
You would have thought that we'd know better by now. To watch Fainted when he comes in downstairs.
I know, yeah. Whoever's doing the observing, we got to get on their case. I have no idea who that would be. I've never met the guy personally, but... And we do have a Blackbeard here upstairs. He's just going to rip through this castle barricade. Very easy for him. Thatcher has breach charges, and that's 2 barricades immediately gone upstairs. Fainted's still just lurking below here, though. Nitro's going to go off upstairs. A little bit of damage out onto the Blackbeard, but he's okay for now. Nade gonna come out. Fainted into the Fenrir gadget, but gets it off. Entirely safe still. Finds another pick on a Potato.
Fainted already
fire
off a
charge,
great
yeah.
start.
Bravo downed upstairs by Urgent. Urgent's gonna find another.
Fainted has got that number.
Urgent finding a third now. And it's just Bad and Fainted left against Urgent and Monaco. Here for Montana State.
I'm like holding my breath. This is
Yeah.
They're right there. They know where they are.
Ooh. Yeah, Mossberg is tough to contend with there for Fainted. And now Bad with 30 seconds to go. Gonna have to find a way to hit this Cade. Goes for it, but not able to win as they both run out of bullets. Almost looked like he missed the Cade with the brown clothes on the brown wall background there, but it's gonna be 2-0 to Grand Valley.
really unfortunate. He saw him just a second too late, or he had the crossfire lined up on that kid's head there. But that Russian scope, I don't know how I feel about it. I know he
I've
loves it.
I've always hated that reticle, and I saw Lion. I think Bravo when he had the Lion out had it on the 417. I can't imagine playing a DMR with that scope. More power to people who can. It's all personal preference at the end of the day, but I don't know how people do it either.
I'm an ACOG boy. Give me my triangle.
Yeah, classic ACOG. Give me the triangle. Back when we had more 2.0s in the game, I was loving those with a little circle. Couldn't miss with those things.
I don't know. I did like those, and then I swapped to ACOG, and I was like, this just suits me a little bit better. A little bit of opacity. Seeing Fainted almost going for the Twitch. Electing to go for Flank Watch instead. With Fire Charge on Striker, looks like he's trying to solo a wall here instead. Still Thatcher, though. I don't know if that's going to be doing as much.
Yeah, probably the Striker will be more for like hatches, whereas your Thatcher Ace combo is going to get this armory wall. There's not a lot to get downstairs, but maybe they'll find something they want to use that for.
Deploying jammer.
The Soul is coming out on the side of Grand Valley. I do like that play here quite a lot. Great guns, great utility, and you have a lot of soft water play.
They are going to drone out. Ooh. I don't know if he found this head in CC. Yeah, certainly didn't, and unfortunately that's going to be Spirit cut down on the mist drone. Fainted found one. Gonna be able to nade over the top. Could entry off this if he wants. Instead, gonna leave it to his teammates to swing for this kill.
Archer's gotta be careful if they know.
Fainted in, but cut down by Urgent.
Urgent and Faint, they might be having a little bit of a rivalry here, as we see commonly on border with Faint.
Right.
Specifically.
Gonna hear that Ace Charge come out. And very well peaked, yep, and that'll be Urgent cut down. Time for some of these other Grand Valley players to pick up kills here in this 3v2. Urgent with 7, rest of the team only with 5 total, so tough 2v3 here if you're a Grand Valley fan.
Yeah, the rest of Grand Valley, they're dropping back aside, very smart decision as they forfeit upstairs. We really got to see a little bit more aggression from them at this point. While Montana State thinks that the site is free. They're upstairs.
Sees feet. I don't think he hit any of the shots, but Fire Charge very close to hitting a shot there. Yeah, Charge gonna run to get this hatch now. Just open up one more avenue for Montana State to jump into this site. Ooh, Potato way low on health after that peek. Blackbeard's just gonna drop a little further back, a little bit safer. Charge will keep holding from up here.
They do have 20 seconds to plan. They have gotten both of the defenders off site. Might be their golden opportunity.
Gonna have to probably push. No, they will get the plant down here. Deep into this corner. And did Potato just whiff right over the defuser there? I'm not sure what happened. It really looked like he had an angle to it. Maybe the outlines were lying to me, but cut down by Charge either way. And a good round from Charge there. I think, did he pick up 2 or 3 kills?
He had that. Yeah, if you just sprayed down bad there.
Yeah, looked like we would really like a replay to see what happened there, but we'll let bygones be bygones as we go into the mid-half bans here.
Production, can we get an instant replay?
Unfortunately, production is casting, so we cannot. And yeah, I was gonna say probably we'll see that Blackbeard come out, the Castle ban coming out from Montana State. We have seen Castle, I think, on all 3 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. I think Urgent has brought it twice, and then the other round it was brought by somebody else. So
Castle's incredibly good at creating new sites, new rotations, and
yeah,
just kill boxes.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree
Attackers
more with
need
that.
to
We will be
locate and
going
defuse
back
as
to the
many
top
bombs
floor
as they
here.
can.
Looks like... I don't know if we saw a Denari out last time from Grand Valley. I'm kind of blanking on that now. But otherwise, a relatively
Not.
similar hold.
If we did, he did not place down his trips.
Yeah, I was going to say, we didn't see a trip anywhere, so I don't think we had a Denari last time.
It might be their secondary instead of the castle. Is trying to filter in the attackers where
Yeah,
they want.
that is
to go.
possible for sure. For sure. Will be for Montana State. Interesting little
10
flex
seconds
into
to
the
go.
Deimos here. Thatcher Ace hasn't changed, but still with a
5
striker
seconds to
too,
go.
but a Zoe and a Deimos, so a little bit different here for Montana State. Suspect we'll just see this Deimos get in below early and try to wreak havoc through the soft floor. Yeah,
I don't know if it was his tryouts, but I remember the days when Fainted would just take Deimos every
Deimos, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a powerful operator, especially if you trust yourself to win your ones, and probably exactly what we see here.
I think I tried Fainted. He seems to be okay.
You see him just hopping through the scans. Gonna go for the Denari.
He gets the scan he needed.
Just gonna hang around and cause problems.
Reload.
And does get it down onto the Denari. And finishes
Oh,
it
that's
out.
huge. Great first pick from Montana State there.
Valk droned out. That looked like CC or break. Deimos looking at another below as Urgent finds a kill back upstairs. 4v4. But Bravo gonna find one on a wagon. Fainted still on the Deimos here, just hunting. Gonna see a head. Not able to make the shot land, but neither was Urgent.
Grenade out.
And Bad gonna find a kill on the Potato here. They will get this res off. Looks like Fainted might be wanting to go get aggro here in the meantime. Does still have that one vital Deimos scan left. Wouldn't be surprised to see that come out very soon here. Aruni down below on the metal stairs, but that's not the one he scans. Could be cut down if they don't know. Does land damage on Aruni, but not able to make it stick just yet. But does find the headshot onto Monaco on the mute, and that's going to enable Spirit to get this plant down, with the Aruni still down below. And it's down, so a 4v1. We've seen Urgent do some impressive things already this game. This would by far be his most. And he trades with Fainted. Yeah, trades with Fainted, so does get his exit frag, but 2-2 now for Montana State. A much better attack onto that top floor than we saw in the first round. I do believe, I don't know if Monaco is their default player or if he's a sub, but I know when I was looking through some of Grand Valley's stuff, either he's their sub or he missed a game, and he is hasn't played. The other four, I believe, have played both games, but Monaco and another guy had split one, so possibly a sub in for Grand Valley as well. Not 100% sure. But yeah, right now it's pretty much Urgent versus Fainted and Fire Charge. Would you agree?
I think I do agree. I mean, I only got the last part of it. I was getting some water there, but
no worries.
I mean, Urgent is clearly popping off already, and it looks like him and Fainted are going to have a little bit of a rivalry. For the rest of the team, we see, I mean, Montana State, they do have Fainted, they do have Fire Charge, but they're a little bit more well-rounded out as far as the kills and the teamwork, from what I see so far. You take away Urgent, I don't know if GVSU is going to be able to make the plays they need to right now.
Yeah, that's very fair. We're still kind of waiting for that second player to step up. Eclipse and Wagon both with pretty good stats across those first 2 games, so wouldn't be shocked to see them pick this up here. Early drone going to come in from Fainted. Lots of drone work being done by this MSU team. And Bravo cut down by Wagon. That must have been a run out. Not sure exactly where it was, but I think it was probably out of CC. As bullets start to fly top east.
They're doing a great job on border. They've run it so much, they know all these runouts like the back of their hand. So they know what to expect. They're able to counter it very well. Typically. Not this case.
And that will be Vigil. Cut down by Fainted. Almost traded for 90, but not quite. And Fire Charge finding Eclipse. Fainted looking to get aggressive here again onto this Aruni.
Barely Eclipse.
See explosions starting to happen. This Aruni gate gonna be blown, and we will see a nade fly back towards this Aruni. That's gonna make that a tough spot to play, and there you go. That's the kill. And just
Fainted getting away with that, even
yeah.
after getting shot at the ankles.
Way. Tracker on
And
hostile.
both below here for Grand Valley. And Fainted gonna find both. Was that a 4K?
Fainted.
I think that was a
Good.
4K from Fainted. Once I see the numbers here, yeah, that was a 4K from Fainted. Ace stolen by Fire Charge, but it's its second kill of the round. We'll let it go. A needed kill, we'll say. And a very good, just kind of solo play there by Fainted. Drop below and get both on the Deimos. It's going to make it 3-2 Montana State.
Well, really, Fainted definitely had the aim there, but the rest of Montana State was helping him set up those kills for him, right? He does have the Deimos tracker. He does have fantastic gun, both primary and secondary. But without the rest of his team, he might not have been able to get those picks so easily. Like that Vigil, that opening pick.
Yeah, right. You see the CC pressure that pushes out the Vigil, right? You see Fire Charge supporting both with a kill, but also was there to trade on those upstairs kills, right? Like, right, very good response to Bravo being picked early in that round with the run out to just come back and find those picks. Like, good little, we say team play, but like almost with the duos, right? Spirit Fox and Bad playing together in one part of the map, Fainted and Charge playing together in another, and just able to pinch out all of those kills. Looks like Vigil's going to be active in CC again here too.
Certainly. You do see Vigil with the boss be not a super common sight anymore on these
But it should
longer
be.
sight range, right?
It should be. Boss G
You think
is
so?
great. I love a Boss
You
G.
think so?
Give us the content.
Fair?
Also, to
Fair
be
enough.
fair with the angles he's playing here, he's going to be looking for maybe the small peeks out onto this balcony, maybe out this CC window. Lots of opportunities for that Boss G to be the immediate kill, right? So I think it's a fair choice here. You always have the secondary with that SMG-12 to support as well. So, and yeah, finds kill through Vert. That's Bravo will be feeling like that's a little bit ratty, but a good play by Wagon.
Bravo having a very hard time finding his start in this game. He had those 3 opening kills in the first couple rounds, but really struggling to enter the building on his own right now.
And Wagon now with a run out on the Spirit Fox. And it's going to be a 5v3 here for Grand Valley. Fainted just holding this 90 cut. Not able to find much right now. Does take some damage,
Changing bag.
but puts a little bit off to Wagon as well. Fire Charge nicely taking down Urgent there. I think we just caught it at the end for you. Wagon is going to find his way across. Play behind that reinforced panel. Looks like it probably went behind half wall here. But not rotating around.
We still have plenty of time to play here. We have a minute 15. Time enough to regroup, get this wall open if they need to.
Yep. Need to see what this drone finds. Finds a mute jammer.
Great intel.
Throwing frag grenade.
Oh, great shot by Charge onto Wagon. Little
Beautiful
flick
shot
there
there.
for your viewing pleasure.
Do they know that someone is playing in Fountain? That's the real question here. In fact, they're wary of it,
Doesn't
but
look
they
like
don't
he's
know.
aware, but now he's gonna swing it. Oh, stunned by that fire extinguisher, and I think the defender will use this to cross. Yeah, he's out.
Very smart decision.
Yeah, very, very heads-up play by that defender there. And Monaco gonna cut down Fainted. That's gonna leave just Bad and Charge up.
That wall being soft is really, really playing out for Grand Valley.
You're not wrong.
Usually, I think that's reinforced, is it not?
And Bad with the defuse here. He's gonna have to get into the site. And it's a little bit too little too late here for Montana State. That'll be a 3-3 half as Monaco picking up the final frag.
Now, Montana State, they are very coordinated. They do have 2 subs in, so they're playing a little bit different than they were probably used to. But they were able to get their 3 attacks. It is even. Now they need to turn the key into defense and be able to see what Grand Valley is able to do on the attack.
Yeah, exactly, right? And I think we either mentioned this last week or in week 1, honestly, possibly both, right? That, like, we talk about maps being attacker and defender sided, but teams definitely can be attacker and defender sided too. And I think, especially in collegiate, you find some teams that, you know, they have their defense setups and they're able to coordinate those because, like, it's on a sheet and everybody kind of knows what they do. You get onto attack, you kind of rely more on your IGL to mid-round stuff and to call things, right? And, like, some teams just don't have an IGL that's at that level, or, like, it's tougher. That's the reality, right? And so sometimes you see teams that, you know, even though Border's kind of an attack-sided map, maybe their defenses are really solid. They're able to get that 4-2. Attacking becomes more of a struggle, even if the map is objectively attacker-sided.
I think we saw a really good display of that today, M80 versus SSG. Not to get too much into Pro League, but I will say SSG
I need to reload.
fantastic at applying different strategies on the fly on the attack specifically, whereas M80 they were struggling a little bit to find that ground and trying to adapt and be on the same page. When you have your fragger or your shield go down early, it's hard. It's hard. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to have some direction, some leadership that shows up and you're trying through in this moment.
I mean, we saw too, like, 2 or 3 rounds there, right, where it's like somebody gets a run out for Grand Valley, right, onto this CC Balk that you see right here, this Armory Balk. Now it's Fainted's turn to play those runouts, right? Like, that's a little bit, I don't know. You don't get those runouts anymore. You don't get that kind of surprise element. Now that's kind of towards the side of Montana State instead. Does that help? I think so.
Certainly. And with a gun like Fainted doing these runouts on these tight quarters, he's gonna go wild.
Yeah, and that's not to diminish the plays of Wagon either. I mean, making very heads-up plays, hitting good shots, so shouldn't be taking anything away from that. Just it's the nature of the side swap, right?
Oh, and they've already been able to isolate Fainted. They already
Yeah,
know
but
what he's trying to do here, it looks like.
This angle's not too bad for Fainted here. He still has this door to run out if he chooses. That pillar keeps him safe. You see, they're not shooting this default cam for some reason, so Montana State will know all 5 guys out here on this balcony. They've seen all 5 with this cam. Bad has been on it basically the whole time. We've seen Fainted flip through it as well. Now Bravo going to be the one with the pressure here around top east. And he's just going to burn those smokes early and try to get himself across. Does so pretty easily and back into offices here. Oh, as Fainted goes for the run out, but shut down well by Wagon.
Very good job watching that run. I mean, they've done the run out themselves. They know how it works.
Wagon,
Takes
a
one to know one.
sniff from dead.
Tactical cough, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. As I suspect, Bad might be looking to get a pick here, but Charge gonna go down. And Bad might have too many people to choose from here, to be quite honest.
ECSG, fantastic gun. Not great in clutch situations. You don't want the mag side for it. Bravo takes out the shotgun. Looks like he's going to try and dip out of sight here. Rotate upstairs.
Yep, he's out. This Spirit gonna go for a nitro over the top here. Doesn't land.
Definitely scares them.
Yeah, did force a little play. As Bravo's gonna sneak up here. Oh, and he was a half second late to find that pick. Spad goes still on his head holes here. 30 seconds left now.
Spider senses are tingling with Batty. And right above that.
And Spirit's gonna find one with the Mossberg. Might be able to find another here if he knows, and he does, and he hits the headshot. Bad able to put off some damage, but not enough as Urgent's still alive. And now Castle Bravo and Spirit Fox in a 2v3. Air jab goes off onto Bravo. They're gonna know he's there.
All I needed to do is play time. They have 5 seconds left. They are planting.
Spirit Fox
They
finding
know
a
where.
third. And it's a 0 plant. They're not gonna be able to stick that. But Planter's down, and Spirit Fox with an ace!
With an ace!
What a round from Spirit!
Oh,
5
he needed
kills
that
in the
too.
game, 5 kills in the round. Huge, huge round from Spirit Fox. I think 3 with the Mossberg, 2 with the SMG-11. Takes down the whole team, and it's going to be 4-3 Montana State.
Is that the first time he has aced in his career?
I believe that is his first comp ace. I'm not 100% sure. Spirit Fox, if you watch this back later, please come get mad at your casters. We will accept it, but I believe that is his first competitive ace. Huge shout out to our man Spirit Fox.
This man's Taco Bell is paid for tonight. That's all I know.
Yeah, no kidding. Somebody buy that man a chalupa, maybe a beefy 5-layer burrito. I don't know what his Taco Bell order is, but you gotta go get it for him after that.
If anyone watching, they want to donate a double-decker taco, I know he does favor those.
I could smash a couple tacos right now, I'm not gonna lie. I did not eat dinner before we got on the cast. Don't know if you can tell, we're a little bit hungry, but that's okay. It's important to bring you guys some Siege, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting chicken parm after this, so it could be worse.
You mind if I leech off a little bit of that? I can make the drive.
Hey, you drive down here. It's all you, buddy. It's all you.
I'm hungry.
All right.
Oh, Dokubi's
second-
hungry too. So me and Dokubi are alike in so many ways. We're hungry. That's pretty much where it ends.
Second round of defense from Montana State now.
That's right.
We've got the Valkyrie coming out now. We've got the Aruni. I love the Aruni. I said it before. I'll say it every single time. Aruni on this site is peak. It's
Yep.
great. You got
And
the DMR,
Rooney's
you get the-
about to have a whole lot of pressure here with the Wamai to support.
That's what
Rooney
it-
putting off a little bit of damage, taking a little bit of damage. Nature of the game.
Total
Might
watch.
be overstaying the welcome here. Yeah, very pinched down. Now finds his way out the rotate.
Burned a good amount of time there. Did a little bit of damage.
Ooh, Fire Charge almost had a shot at Thermite's head, but Fainted gonna get it instead and right down his hatch. Looks like Fire Charge gonna stay up here though. As will Bad on the Valkyrie. Fainted finding another downstairs now. I did not expect to kill downstairs, Fainted. I'm so sorry.
Every time Fainted goes downstairs, he finds one. Every time.
Seems that way, yeah.
Let's just keep this guy downstairs perpetually.
As we see this 3v5 pressure now from Grand Valley, all still pretty much cooped up in this top floor, and Fainted gonna find another.
From downstairs. What am I
One
saying?
downstairs, but 2 upstairs, so through the hatch did Fainted find that kill.
Now it looks like Grand Valley, they're gonna try and get Fainted out of this position before they can make any progress. They know that he is ripping them apart.
But
and
so
Spirit
are the
Fox with
explosives.
Another nitro.
6-kill streak. I think if you play Call of Duty, that gets you something impressive.
Nothing. Can we call down the strike? What?
Wow, Fainted just clean as a whistle with this shot. It feels like he walked right through bullets there looking at the kill cam, but we take those. 5
It turned
to
that
3.
Flores into fine white mist. Did you see that?
I did. Although I think
Good.
Flores'
I didn't know it was that
sunglasses are
graphic.
red, so we gotta, it's like white and red mist. Sometimes, isn't his jacket kind of blue tinted too? So, I mean, turned him into American mist, red, white, and blue.
I think you could also make the argument that's French
being
mist.
defused by attackers.
That's fair. So yeah, 14 and 6 now is fainted. Kind of dueling out here with Urgent, who's 11 and 6. But Wagon supporting for Grand Valley as our Charge and Spirit for Montana State. So it's been a good map so far, especially if you're a Montana State fan, as they go to this tertiary bomb site now. How do you feel about this bomb site?
You know, I haven't really gotten the chance to play it all that much. I don't know the normal setups. All I know is any site that Tuchanka is viable on, I've become a fan of. I just yesterday watched the FET video about Tuchanka and how Pro League has changed nearly everything about his rework and everything.
Love Tuchanka. Love Tuchanka.
Very, very fun. Very fun operator to play.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Oh,
Attackers
what?
recovered the bomb diffuser.
Gonna guess that was for an illegal skin, but I'm not 100% sure.
It has to be, right? That was
Must have been, yeah.
Team kill,
So,
yeah.
very unfortunate. Charge probably not thinking he was going to be playing Tuchanka today. Didn't have that skin off, and means it's a 4v5 for Montana State.
No, that's fair. That's perfectly fair.
Fainted, gonna go back to work here in security, but might just be out his rotate early here because of this pressure and because of that frag grenade.
Well, not to mention Montana State, they are man down now. Right? They actually live with that now. And
Correct.
Fainted cannot afford to let his team go 3 and 5.
Yeah, absolutely correct. And Spirit watching his vert, but doesn't look like anything will be there. Bad with some drones kind of in his face, but able to handle it for the time being.
He's all right. He's got Fainted there to help him get off, and Bad is there as well.
Fainted's gonna give himself a little crouch peek to top east here. But Bravo cut down by Monaco. And Bad cut down by Urgence. Now a 2v5, but Fainted getting one back. Now taking a little more damage. He's gonna vault his way out. It's just gonna be him and Spirit left, trying to clutch out this round.
We've seen it once from Spirit. Are we gonna see it again?
We have.
Spirit's
And
like Fainted. I
Deimos
got
targeting the Aruni, but I think Deimos was the one outside. So very interesting here. Just basically an intel and nothing else, but
Spirit again on the hatch. Fantastic job. He's
hatch
watched
play
that
going
knockdown
huge
so
for
loud.
Montana State right now. It's gonna smoke out.
Still 50 seconds on the board. Looks like we used all
Plant
those
going
smokes.
down. Not
No,
100%
no,
sure where this is happening, but right at the site. Spirit just completely missed him planting in the middle of the site. And unfortunately, that's going to be a round loss for Montana State. So 5-4 now, but
Did he
unfortunate.
just die to the gridlocks there?
Yeah, he was shooting some of them off, but the hitboxes on those track stingers are a little weird. Sometimes you feel like you're walking down the middle of them, and then the side of one still gets you. And I think there was a gun there to finish it off anyway, so not too much stress. But
I do like Grand Valley. They are taking their time out right now, even after a win, because even though they did get that win, you might think they're in high spirits. It was a little slow, and also they were up a man from the very beginning. So
yeah, you know,
because they win doesn't mean they won how they need to, and that they
Right.
will be able to continue keeping that steam up.
right. I mean, you got into a 5v2, they crawled it back to a 2v3. If Spirit sees that planter, we might be in a different situation right now. It might be 6-3, because he was planting right in front of Spirit's face. He had no idea. Neither of them had an idea.
Sure.
So very close. And you look at right before that, right? Montana State 5 rounds out of 6. You probably kind of wanted the timeout just to stop the bleeding anyway. So great that you get a round back, but you still have the timeout here. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Grand Valley win this round if Montana State kind of call the retaliation timeout to try to find something of their own that they can tweak back against it.
Certainly. And we are on the a new site rotation. So for those that aren't too familiar with Siege, after 3 rounds, during the first 3 rounds, if you win a defensive site, you cannot replay it. After 3 rounds, that gets reset. You're able to replay those sites again. So now Montana State going back on the sites that they had won. Maybe Grand Valley, they need to figure out how to attack those and how to approach things a little bit differently.
It is even actually a little less complex than that. It's just if you win a site, you can't play it for the next 2 rounds. So if they were to win, like if they had lost top floor and then won it in round 3, they wouldn't be able to play it for round 4 and 5. But very simple here, as they did win their first 2, so they'll go back to their primary site here. If they win it again, they'll go to their secondary, and if you're a Montana State fan, you want them to win both of those and close this map out 7-4. So
Certainly. Grand Valley, they need to do something different, and it looks like they are. They're bringing the Sens.
yeah, Sens and a Cali is one of the more unique things you've probably seen on top floor in a little while, and a Fuse. So very interesting hold, or attack, I should say, about to come out here from Grand Valley. Is this Fuse on the shield? Unfortunately not. Very sad, but the AK-12 is a ridiculously good gun, so we can't really fault him.
Man, but
So we're gonna see
a little bit of teamwork coming here from Bad, getting the...
yeah, a lot of play gonna come out around this balcony again, both for Bad and Fainted.
And he is delicate with that.
Yeah, very exact. And you see this vert pressure from below, trying to hold the run out. He's just kind of gonna shoot up, try to find him. Maybe he happens to be standing there. Doesn't hurt to throw some bullets at it.
Certainly not.
Charge here too with some early pressure. Ooh, Fainted almost found him there. And Charge found one, but might have to contest with a second here.
They got
Does have
Urchin
these
now.
magnets.
They got the buck.
Yeah,
Before he's
doesn't.
able to get any vert.
Yeah, now you see the magnets come out, and that's going to protect him from all of that throwable util. He might
Now
just
they're only-
ease his way out.
Now Grand Valley's only source of vert is
These DMRs,
Fuse,
really, and the Fuse, but
yeah, the Fuse really. And then man, I wouldn't be surprised they had to change up their entire strategy at this point. They need to regroup and figure out what to do from here.
still trying to play into this security area, throwing a lot of drones here to apply that pressure.
We are protected.
Fainted just gonna lock himself in, say, you know what, I'm fine right here, you can't really touch me.
They're already a man up. Fainted wastes a little bit of time for his body. That sounds like a good trade.
Yeah, now you see the Goyo pop. Right, now he uses the smoke to get out his rotate. Beautiful roam there. Almost textbook, you would say, from Fainted. And Bad, finding one onto the balk. Nice shot. I know we really only caught the end of it, but... Gonna hang up the ex-wife. That's what we jokingly say about the dope calls.
Yeah, I thought it was jet.
Bravo gonna find one. They didn't know he was just ratting in that corner. And everybody's out now.
Threw all their drones at Fainted, and he just took care of them. Like, they need to diversify their portfolio just a little bit.
Fainted will have heard this Fuse go back into... Did he see a head there? Definitely would have heard the Fuse go back into security. And we'll hear these players coming back as well. So he's about to swing. You'll see it just about here. And there's the kill on Defuse. That drops Defuse. Cali now in a 1v4. Almost hit the sniper shot, to her credit. Will find one with a secondary, but no kit, no time to push for the kills. And traded out by Bravo.
Very good job. Very good pressure. They still had the 2 on site if they need be, and Bravo just put down the last kill.
Yeah, very good round there from the whole defense, really, of Montana State, right? We had Fainted with the textbook roam, Fire Charge with that entry pick, you know, Bad with the important pick out onto the Armory balk, Bravo with a good trade midway through the round, and then picking up that final kill. Spirit, I'm sure he was being an absolute comms wizard, you know. Everybody participates.
Spirit, when I'm playing games with him,
Locate and
he is
defuse as many
laser
bombs as they
focused.
can.
He
Yeah.
knows what he wants.
Locked in, as the kids say.
Yes, certainly. One of the most pleasurable experiences playing Siege is with him, I would say.
Same cannot be said for Castle Bravo, but no, I'm kidding. We love Bravo. We love playing with Bravo. But I do got to point out, he's got the 5.55 scoreline. What's the highest number you've ever seen for kills, deaths, assists, all to be the same?
I think it was 777, which
Yeah.
I mean, just a lucky number, right? I think
Yeah,
that was,
I actually had 777 2 weeks ago, a week or two ago. We'll leave it at that. But I had the 777. It's what actually made me think of it in the first place. But
I think we
Attackers are
talked about
heading
this
out to
already.
defuse a
I think
bomb.
we did, but I think
A
that
little
was
bit.
when we were not on stream.
Oh, so we get to rediscover it all over again.
Exactly.
What a wonderful
Exactly.
day.
Fana just hanging out outside, having a little fun, going for a little friendly spawn peek. Probably will fall off now. Yes, he will.
It's 6-4. They have a.
Yeah, you're
Not stressed
3
too
rounds
hard.
into this defense. You might as well give it a run, right? Should acknowledge we got the Deimos and the Aruni banned off by these two teams here, so no more of them for the rest of this map. Or the rest of this half, I should say. If we go to overtime, you might see one come back. And Charge gonna sit up here. Will be droned out,
powerful
so
position.
falls back off.
A little vulnerable if you have someone on the train car outside, but other than that,
They're gonna fall through his rotate and just stick this panel up. They know there's a drone out in 90, but that's fine. Nobody really affected by that. And
A minute
Spirit
on the
sitting over
clock
this
already.
vert looks like he might get an opportunity here.
it's not like Grand Valley is having a very easy time entering the building this time.
And there is this opportunity. Not as much damage as I would have thought, but now the fuse very lit. Finds one, traded out by Charge. Charge finds another huge play by Charge there. He's gonna pop the smoke and try to sprint across. Got a little stuck on the door, but he's out. Tons of play going on the vert there. And now a 3v3, but Charge significantly damaged by that fight upstairs.
Montana State, now their guns up. They are on site. They have an idea. This is the first time I think we're gonna see Grand Valley get true vert now. If they get the Ash and the Zof down.
And you see they're still not 100% sure yet here of what's upstairs, of what's coming around. Might be somebody coming top east. They're really not sure.
They're still pre-firing. Is that esports?
I believe it is.
Okay.
And, you know, looks like Grand
Don't
Valley
think
may
it'll
have burned
give you
all
the
10
advantage.
drones.
Wait, was that a pink drone I just saw?
And Fainted here gonna saw a leg. Wills keep holding this hatch. Unfortunately taken down by the Doke, and that's gonna leave just Spirit Fox and Fire Charge left. Spirit Fox looking for one, not able to stick it. And Charge gonna find one now.
And up, good you too.
But now down, and that's going to leave Spirit in a 1v2, but it is late round, and he does have this very powerful Mossberg. Unfortunately, though, yeah. Double swung very well by Grand Valley. It's going to be 6-5. Montana State still needing just one more round to bring this map home.
Do remember, this was the site, as long as they go the same site as they did last time, which I'm sure they will. This was the site that, unless they replay the last one.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to go and replay Bathroom Tellers here. Slightly different hold. I mean, they lost a couple of the fights upstairs. I think that we saw 2 wall bangs in that round, right? So things happen, and I think if you're Montana State, you're totally fine
Defenders,
coming
protect
back.
your bombs from being
You're
defused by
confident with
attackers.
this, right? You're going to go win this
Right.
site this time. You're not
There's a
that
little bit of
concerned
happiness.
about what you just saw. You held him to 7 seconds left in the round.
And yeah, Spirit Fox, he wasn't able to get that pick in CC, and that was huge, I think.
Yeah,
That you run that back, 10 times, 9 out of those 10 times he gets it, right?
exactly.
So they definitely got lucky, Grand Valley at least, on their entries and getting in the building. But Montana State, they just need to be a bit more consistent and know how to play off each other a little bit better here.
Yeah,
10
very,
seconds
very
left before
fair.
insertion.
And it does look like
5 seconds
pretty
remaining.
similar hold here with the Wamai, the Frost,
Attackers
the
must
Warden,
locate
the
and
Valve.
defuse a bomb.
Fainted electing to go no longer Goyo, but a
Yeah, onto the Vigil here. Onto those outside cams early. He's going to go for a run out, and he finds Eclipse. Aggressive play, but well executed with those cams. That's why you shoot your defaults early, Goods.
High risk, high reward. That is the game Fainted will play.
Absolutely, and when you're 17-9, you get the leeway to play it.
You can worry less about grenades now.
It's going to attract some attention over to this Balk, and should be a decent pinch here between Fainted and Charge onto this Balk here. Fainted looking
By
for
this
some
point, they
kills to
have
that
to know.
ring door.
They have to know that Fainted is playing here. You know.
Yeah,
three-
they would
three-
know for
4 times
sure,
in a
but-
row. Yeah. But he is so hard to pinch out. He has such a great escape route.
Yeah,
Like, there's
exactly. Just
really
such a
no
power
reason to fall.
position.
Yeah.
And if he wants, he can go play, you know, on that reinforcement that we saw kind of towards the break door there, and he can do that. And right, he can toy with this outside play, and it's just such a nice spot for your aggressive player.
Reload.
Spad gonna look for a kill through the footholds. Now Charge may be looking to swing.
Aggression is the name of the game right now for Montana State. They want to take. They know they can win.
And Urgent gonna cut down Fainted. Charge putting off some damage maybe onto the Doke, and now is able to get out. So 4v4, some damage off onto the Doke, who's been strong so far in this attack half, and now they can just sit here and play the site with a minute left.
Urgent's still on the board. He's putting in some massive work on GVSU right now.
This Nitro
Great.
might find him. It does.
Great Nitro.
Great Nitro from
Spirit Hawk.
Spirit on Defuse.
Getting those Nitro reps in.
Exactly. Only thing easier than clicking heads is hitting people with explosives, am I right?
I don't know. It's an art. I haven't been able to get the Nitro to the floor quite right yet.
Ash Breach gonna go over bad, so he's gonna be forced away here. And Urgent cutting down 2. That's gonna leave it a 2v3 now for Spirit and Bravo.
But we have Spirit on the board.
Bravo gonna hang up the phone. Spirit with this very powerful Mossberg. We've already seen him use it. And now Bravo gonna find maybe another bullet of damage onto the Doke.
He's doing
And this
great. He's
cross
gotta just
very
buy a
difficult to
little
contend
more
with as he's
time.
gonna come and wrap around. And Spirit now with the Mossberg. Just keep
He warded.
swinging and firing,
He
buddy.
warded.
And he does! And it's traded across with the crossfire from Bravo. 7-5 goes map 1 on border to Montana State. Great play from Spirit. Couple times on that
Fantastic.
bathroom teller's site.
Fantastic job of the Mossberg there. You know, he's like, I'm Warden. I got flashed. I don't need the glasses. I'm gonna swing you anyway.
Exactly,
And
yeah,
just
just I don't
hits him
even
in the
know if he
arm.
turned the glasses on. I think he might have just
He
swung.
did not. He did not. he just went through the blurriness.
Yeah, just went for it, and you know what? I respect him for it. I would love to have my mouse back any day here, Ubisoft. Thank you very much.
They decided they own it now. You have
And
to
we
pay
will
us
be
for-
taking a 5-minute break, so we will be right back with a little more Map 2 on CH here for you right after this break. All right, so welcome back. We are just waiting 1 or 2 more minutes for map 2 here, but figured we'd yap at you a little bit in the meantime. Do want to give a big shout out to Fainted, who 6 maps in to this Midwest R6 season is already over 100 total kills in the season with his 17 on border in map 1. He's now at 107 kills in 6 maps. That's insane numbers. Your friends aren't putting those numbers up. I'm not gonna lie. So big win for Fainted, and it was good to see a couple of performers there in that first map who maybe had slightly rougher games to start us out in week 1 and 2, especially Bravo and Spirit Fox both a little bit under probably what their expectations were in week 1 and week 2, but really kind of showing out in that game and performing really well. So great stuff from them. Any notes you want to add here, Dolce?
Really, all I have to say is, you say we don't have friends like this, but what if I consider Fainted to be my friend?
Well, yes, that is a different point entirely, but that's fair.
He popped absolutely off. I mean, we had amazing ace from Spirit Fox, right? Who is typically a support player. He typically kind of takes the back road, which is not the back seat rather, and that's not a bad thing. It's just it's like when Kino on M80 decided to pop absolutely off with a shotgun. It's very akin to that, I would say.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. So, headed to Night Haven Labs. Some of you Montana State fans who were here for Montana State's CR6 game last Friday, or not last Friday, what am I saying? Yesterday? 2 days ago? When was that?
It was Tuesday. It was
Tuesday. Okay, thank you. I'm losing my
2 days
mind.
ago, yeah.
I was clearly not able to cast it, but those of you who were here for that did see Montana State play this map. That was in CR6 in Midwest R6. This is the first time that either Montana State or Grand Valley has played Labs, so not a lot of info on how this is going to turn out. We did see some attacking issues on Labs for Montana State in that game on Tuesday, so if you're a Montana State fan, you really want to see probably a 4-2 defensive half. Even a 5-1 would be great, and you really would like to take that momentum into the attack half if you're Montana State.
I really am curious to see the difference because I was here. I was a good little spectator for the Tuesday game, and I'm curious to see how they adjust things. They still have the clash before, but I don't believe we saw a warden or a vigil last time that we played defense on Labs. We might be changing things up just a tiny bit, trying to get the upper edge on Grand Valley and set this series out.
Yeah, very fair. Sorry, I got distracted there by whatever was happening in the all chat. But
Definitely.
yeah, so basement first tier is the choice for Montana State. So it looks like 2 down, 3 up on this hold. Although the up player's not super far up, just hanging around, with the exception of Fainted. Fainted's a long way up, but you knew this already.
Fainted kind of likes to do his own thing. He's a little
Fainted
thorn in
looks
their
like he
side.
might get a little pinched here, but he's gonna find his way out instead.
That's okay. That's okay. Is it really a pinch if he finds his way out?
It looked like a pinch. Sometimes the caster is wrong.
In the offense. Ooh. Looks like they might have an idea of where he is, even though his visual gadget is activated.
Yeah, but no sweat for him. He just backs off again. I think he saw that drone go down. Knows there's a drone out in warehouse. Another nitro from Spirit. I just gotta start watching Spirit for nitros, dude. This is great.
Yes, he is
Looks
putting
like
in the reps. Is there an aim labs for nitros that he's been working up?
Maybe. His charge finds a headshot. That's just regular aim lab for your gun. We're all familiar with that one. I feel like he might be a Kovacs enjoyer. And
I'd like to think so. I wish more operators.
Bad gonna grab the bandit trick. Might grab
Bad
both. Not grabbing both. Fuse charge gonna put quite a bit of damage off to him.
But they haven't gotten the wall?
Yeah, I don't know if they have... Yeah, they don't have any more can openers, so...
A successful wall denial from Bad here.
Yeah, very much so.
CC.
Ooh, you see this new clash played here by Castle Bravo, and
Agent anchored shield.
just going to be a problem for this gridlock that's outside. Spear Fox going on to the cams. And as the attackers go down towards this basement, so too will the clash, and Bad finding one. Does have a nitro in pocket still here if they try to plant.
Looks like we have 2 nights. No, just one.
And Clash gonna see them all. Nitro out but shot. And Bravo and the Clash gonna grab both. Beautifully done. Did give away a body in the process, but well traded, and picks up the second in the time scramble for Grand Valley, and it's 1-0 Montana State.
Excellent hold there. I mean, the Clash really throws everything a little askew on the attacker. If you don't know a Clash is coming, as Bravo often hides, they really don't know what to do once they encounter it. It's like, do I stand here? Do I leave? Do I go around?
Attackers need to
You need
locate
some
and
leadership
defuse
there to
as
work
many
around
bombs
it.
as they can.
Yeah, you absolutely do. It's one of those things, just the comms have to be good. It's unavoidable. You just gotta have good comms if you're gonna get yourself around a Clash. And as more 6-7s come out,
Can you explain the 6-7 to me? I'm an old man.
as a very old and washed man, I think it has to do with some trashy rap song. I don't know, man. I'm not in with what the kids have these days. Like 6-7 is all brain rot to me. I just don't care.
10
Like,
seconds to insertion.
You know what? I can agree with you on that thing. I disagree with almost everything else you say,
5 seconds
but
left.
I will say brain rot is bad.
yeah, it's just
Attackers
there's
must
only
locate
so
and
much
defuse
we
the
can
bomb.
take. And you know how kids be. They be spamming it all the time, right? Like, moderation, not a word for these 18-year-olds these days, man. I be telling you.
You know,
But
when I was 10 years old, right? My brother, I kept on saying epic all the time to everything, and he said, you know, if you keep on saying epic, nothing's gonna be epic, and that made me change my perspective on life.
yeah, so now that we're done having old men yell at clouds time, we should probably talk about what's happening here in the second round, as we are now to the top floor site. And looks like we will be going for a bandit trick here if it's not shot off from the storage window.
I do like seeing the zaps and the hard breach come back, right? Ever since this ban system was introduced, it kind of was a thing in the past, you could say.
You say the hard
But,
breach like Ace and Therm aren't both banned, but looks like lots of connector side pressure here from the attack of Grand Valley. Fainted, we don't see Fainted just playing this anchor roll in sight very often, but he's on it here.
Reloading now.
And Bravo
Bravo under
below,
a lot
but
of
yeah,
pressure.
taking quite a bit of damage. Puts a little bit off. Bad with the first pick of the round, and now Fainted grabbing another, and it's a 5v3.
He zaps
And
the wall,
finds another through the
ends wall.
soft wall. Crazy shot. Now Bad with another. We can't keep track of them all. And Wagon here
Bad, maybe not
not
so bad.
playing 6-12. I mean, unbelievable stuff, but does find the pick onto Fainted. Still has 4 more to find. It's not going to be an easy task.
You know what? He's not taking Ying shotgun. That might be his
I said we were playing top floor, and I just straight up lied. This is storage.
You would think it's top floor based on how Montana State is playing.
Yeah,
here.
caster
No.
curse, I guess. It's just completely lost, but yeah, huge,
Okay.
huge top floor presence there. Explains why Bravo is down below, and explains why Fainted was not a site anchor. Explains so much about this round.
Throwing in the rooms that he doesn't know that Montana State has just collapsed onto site. He's all alone. He's fighting his own demons.
Pretty much, yeah. No drones left for him to use really here. They probably all from the bodies of those dead people and not controllable any longer, so.
As an only attacker here, it's almost worse to hear nothing and
Right.
get nothing. And he's like, I need to find them.
I think
And-
sometimes too, like, if you're an attacker, you just use this as timeout time, right? Like, We're not going to take our timeout, but okay. Are we really going to win the 1v4, the 1v5? Nice goo mines. Probably not.
You can definitely tell that this Ying is just stressing out right now. He does not know what to do, where to put his gun.
Yeah, and a very casual end to round 2 as Montana State takes a 2-0 lead.
Excellent things from Montana State here. I'm not surprised if they get one more win on defense that Grand Valley they decided to take their timeout early.
Yeah, wouldn't be shocked at all. Honestly, wouldn't have been 100% shocked to see it after 2 rounds, but with the... Sorry, little frog in my throat there. But with the
Attackers need to
Night
locate
Haven
and
Labs
defuse
just
bombs.
generally playing pretty defender-sided, you wouldn't be super worried after 2 sites, but a full site rotation, you'd probably be a little bit worried.
And not only have they been victories, but they've been decisive victories for Montana State so far. It is not even close, and we are seeing an alibi come out.
Yeah.
When was the last time we saw an alibi in comp?
You know, you do every once in a while. I've been watching too much EU Pro League these days because sue me, but I get more into EU Siege than NA Siege. I just like it stylistically. I don't know what it is. Please don't ask. I don't have a good answer. But really, I've been seeing you see one a play day in EU where it's just like somebody randomly brought an
Attackers
alibi.
must
Okay.
locate and defuse a bomb.
So interested to see what they do with it here. I'm sure they'll go get the hatch. Yep. As they're choosing not to play top floor at all, which is one of the things you can do. They're bringing out the kitchen surprise here, as I say. You don't see a lot of people play kitchen, but
What is that? SSG? The SSG kitchen surprise?
something like that, yeah. It's a playable site. I wouldn't call it a good site, but it's a playable one.
Out of all 4 in Night Haven, yeah, you got the best 2, obviously, and then maybe you want to throw them off a little bit. You're up 2, right? You can experiment just a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly. Blackbeard about to find this alibi. Looks like one shot from the storm did hit the feet of Blackbeard.
Looping around to Keller here, getting droned out before he's able to do much from that.
Might have to rat out in meeting here. Bad is up to hold this cut for him, but needs to be careful of his door as well.
Throwing the bait.
You're gonna see this Blackbeard just come on through.
I love this use of alibi. He cannot get in unless someone gets that off and he's able to without getting picked. Typically, you just have to vault in there and hope he does.
Pad gonna be cut down by the fuse, but some damage off, so opportunities here for this Montana State team to capitalize on that damage as the fuse charges are now coming out. A 2-man retake of the vert, but it does look like somebody might have been on that flank drone. Maybe not. Oh, but the Blackbeard turns around, and that's going to force charge away. Bravo will throw bullets at the shield, but not much he can do about it.
As the call comes out, it's just looking to
And
be in
Fainted,
Grand
I don't
Valley.
know what in the Spidey senses told me that Fainted was about to get that kill, but he did. As fortunately, the Eclipse going to grab one onto charge upstairs.
He was downstairs, Deckham. That's why you knew.
I guess, yeah, somehow just felt it. And I don't know if
Bravo,
Grand
very
Valley has the
defensive.
drones to find Bravo here.
They have 2 of their drones still up.
And there goes that valuable Blackbeard, and Bravo straight to the basement. Now a 3v3. The HP advantage slightly favoring Montana State, the time advantage favoring them much more so. Defuse going down in the site, and he saw the feet of the planter,
All he needs to do is a little bit more.
but
Get
now
them.
gets that pick, and Bravo gets another one from the backside.
The Bailiff and the 5-7 coming out.
And Fainted gonna be the one probably to swing this. Bravo gonna go stick the defuse. And Doke
Yeah,
is
so
on
I
a
got
cam
you,
doing the
Bravo.
call. And is
I
picked
got
out
you. There it
anyway.
is.
The defuse was safe with Doke on that call, but Fainted finishing out the round 3-0 now for Montana State.
Grand Valley, they've got to be sweating a little bit. They've tried so many different attacking strategies, and Montana State has just been able to take what they have. That uptake, sorry, not uptake. The retake from upstairs did not go how they wanted it at all, and they were able to recalibrate and figure out where to go next.
Absolutely.
We're not seeing the same kind of leadership from Grand Valley right now.
Yeah, I think what happened there on that Fainted kill, right, was you had Fainted and Urgent down below already, and Urgent decided to get aggressive and go play for that pick. The problem is when it gets shut down, even though you get the one back upstairs, that one upstairs is really valuable if you don't lose a body downstairs, but once you lose that body, it's kind of just a trade. And by the way, like, your top fragger from the last map is the dude who got taken off downstairs. So, unfortunate turn of events there for Grand Valley. They don't take the timeout, even with the full site rotation, won by Montana State, which means we will be headed straight back down to the basement. Dolce, why can I not speak English today?
You know, I think it has to do with nope, I got nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
All I know is that Urgent, he was Grand Valley's highest fragger last map, and he's 0-3 right now. He's their entry. He's maybe their most important player, possibly their IGL as well, and he's not showing up right now. And that's to change.
Sometimes that happens. It's labs attacks. It's tough, right? Like, there's only so much you can do, but yeah, definitely need him to really to stop running into Fainted. I mean, that's been the gist of it.
What did I say? There's going to be another rivalry.
That's the rivalry, yeah. You were absolutely
and
right.
Coming on top right now.
The Blackbeard taken off, wagon straight onto the Blitz. Looks like they're going to go for a rush here. Blitz, Lion, Grid, Sledge, Finka. I mean, this is...
They're ready.
They're going to be coming down to the Exo here, and Exo's looking pretty empty here. And here they go.
Oh, Montana State upstairs is leaving Bad all by himself on site.
Bad does find one, traded out by the Sledge. And Bravo finds one through the vert. That smoke did not land where he wanted, unfortunately, but Fainted back down now. And Spirit Fox, it's a 4v2, but Eclipse gonna get the vert kill onto Spirit Fox. I don't know if that was vert or not, actually, but
now Montana State, they're in a man advantage, but the Fuser is down. They have about 25 seconds left to get back on site and work it out.
And this Blitz causing lots of problems. But cut down by Bravo, or cut down by Charge as Bravo gets the final one onto Eclipse. And Bravo gonna run through the smoke and go defuse. Yeah, that was a crazy round. Sorry for some of the weird observer moments there, as a little BM with the goo mines. Rushes are hard to keep track of. We do our best. We do our best.
You saw that Fire Charge. He did line up Bravo's head there for a second. He was thinking about it.
He was like, maybe. Do I do it? Nah, I'll just throw a goo mine. It's okay.
Let's throw a goo mine.
Shout out to my hot take. I've had it for 3 years. If you throw util at an enemy and it hits him in the head, it should still be a one-shot headshot. I think that would be hilarious.
Attackers need to locate and
I disagree, but I think it should give them the same effect as like an Ella mine or a Echo.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. To be clear, do I think it would be terrible for the game? Absolutely. Do I think it would be hilarious if you just threw a goo mine at somebody's head and they just dropped dead? Yeah, that would be fantastic, and the clips you would get would be so good. But enough about clips and unrealistic game ideas, I guess. As we go back to the storage bomb site, one last time by Montana State, as was the full rotation. Looks relatively similar here. I don't know if Fire Charge is having fun with that slug shotgun there. Doing his best. Not sure how much his best is doing. I think it's tough to make rotates with sometimes, so we can't blame him either.
Unless you have a couple hours on just the Nari shotgun, I feel like you really don't know what to do. I've had enough experience with it now because I have to play it every site. But you know, it's difficult, especially hatches. be 16 slugs to get rid of one hatch.
Yeah, you gotta shoot the studs out of the hatch, but that means you gotta know where they are too. So
I don't, as it turns out.
fair enough. Yeah, Bravo might be looking for the early pick here around this pillar. Get some damage off on the wagon.
Magnets ready. Let them.
Now Fainted coming to support as I get a bad case of the hiccups, which is good timing.
It's okay, I got
Another Nitro from Spirit Fox. He is the Nitro Man.
He is the Nitro Man.
Now cut down through the vert of his Nitro hole, I believe.
Got his
Bravo
one.
cut down. Looked like Fainted might come around, but instead swung by the ram. Very aggressive play, but it pays off.
Yeah, this aggressive play from Grand Valley, not quite a rush, but it's definitely paying off. They have four.
Charge coming up, finds one, almost finds a second, but Bad finds two instead, and now it's a 2v1, and Eclipse is the last alive.
They just ran into Fire Charge there and Bad.
Yeah, crazy collapse there. You would think 4 beats 2, but not in this case. And now Eclipse,
Also, they
1v2.
go from a pretty aggressive start of the round. Now they have to slow everything way down. Try and get these two picked off.
Yeah, I would say sometimes these 1v2s, it can almost feel easier when you're the one where you're just like, I don't have to communicate with anybody. I just need to find these two guys, right? Like, it's just me playing the round, isolating my ones. Some people are just built for the clutch moment. Ooh, Fainted's talking a little bit. As Eclipse just gonna slowly come down these stairs. And that will alert Fire Charge here. Eclipse is coming.
He's just waiting for his moment.
Make a little
Almost
noise. And finds the kill. 5-0 Montana State. Yeah, crazy.
They have to take their time out here. They have to.
Yeah, Fainted being a little mean in the all chat, but he's right. They really do need to call their timeout, and you see it come right here. Need a way to pinch this one round back. A 5-1 half. You can trade 5-1 halves. That's doable. 6-0, it is so hard to go error-free through an entire defensive half after you've just lost 6 in a row. You just don't have momentum on your side. It's so difficult to make those plays after that. So if you're a Grand Valley fan, you absolutely need this round from your attack.
So, Declan, as your experience being a professional coach and you're a man of your stature, what does Grand Valley need to be talking about right now? What is not working, and what do they need to start prioritizing to try and turn this around?
I think some of it has been, we've seen them just go for stack clear after stack clear after stack clear, right? One of the things like if you were sitting in call with Montana State right now, one of the things you probably would have heard Bravo say as their IGL is, hey, when we know where one is, we pretty much know where they all are. And you've seen, right, these rounds have been these crazy crossfires and trades back and forth with guys stacked up. Grand Valley's not getting the better of those right now. They need to, in my opinion, if you're Grand Valley, you need to do something where you spread this attack out. You need to go wider. You need to attack, right, put more token pressure in places so that Montana State doesn't feel like they can send 3 guys to go power your push. 4 guys even, in the case that we saw there, right? They had 3 upstairs. Bad is pushing. Fire Charge is pushing on the retake. So many people upstairs, right? And then the other thing I'd say is they're losing so many drones early, but they're not actionable drones, right? They're droning a little too far out in front of themselves and just losing those drones so that when they get in these later round situations, right? We watched Bravo get the pick onto a Blackbeard because they just didn't have the drones left to find him lurking on those vending stairs, right? So it's little things that Grand Valley needs to switch, but they're little things that have a pretty big impact.
Jammer ready to activate.
Love that analysis. Let's see if they can get these from the jaws of defeat,
Attacker's
victory,
objective is to defuse the
and
bomb.
try and turn the tides against Montana State.
Yeah, that is the goal as we're going top floor now here, is Montana State. So if Grand Valley spent time prepping for a kitchen attack, they'll be misled on that, as it is going to be a top floor attack here.
Changing legs. IED active. Sweeping perimeter.
I like the
Detected
Sophia
a bomb.
coming out. I like the Ying here.
Yeah, the IQ, the Ying, very smart.
They haven't really been playing roles as much as they've been playing, kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
rotating the same operators around.
It will be on bad here to possibly swing the storage window if he wants to get this bandit trick down. Could decide to give it up instead. IT wall, while it is important, not a wall you're necessarily expected to hold forever. I think he's going to get the wrong side, and he will be peaked anyway.
Unfortunate for bad. But Montana State, they're not sweating just yet.
Only a 4v5 now. Fainted gets himself back across the IT breach, and he's going to shore up this wall. Make rafters not quite as valuable for those Grand Valley attackers, and not a moment too soon, as Bravo gets a pick onto Eclipse, and he's out. He's going down below.
Now, having IT wall open, it is important to have on an attacker, but it's not a win condition, especially with the Fender in there. It's quite hard to find.
It really is, and looks like it's going to be a big electrical push here from Grand Valley. And Fainted and Fire Charge will be in position to cut this down, maybe.
Reload.
As Bravo's coming back up from the backside. Fainted taking the first engagements here. Was spotted by a drone. Has this panel to protect him from electrical, so he's able to hold this angle. Oh, he doesn't find the head, though. And Bravo's going to drop and go for a flank again. And you see Charge with those warding glasses on now. Will spot out this drone. And plant going down now. Bravo's below. Might be able to stop it. Isn't quite able to make the shot stick, even though there was a little bit of damage put off. And Charge going to come up and get active here. Bravo finding one. That really looked like Charge's kill, but I guess it wasn't.
Up to Charge and Bravo now to get this down in about 15 seconds.
Yeah, not much left for Charge as Monaco finishes out the round, and Grand Valley getting that one crucial attack back that they absolutely needed.
That's absolutely huge for Grand Valley. They do not want to be going into defense knowing that one slip up, one rush, one missed drone could be the end.
Absolutely correct. Yeah, that's the thing, is 5-1, right? If you can make one mistake, theoretically, right, you make your one mistake in round 2 and it's 6-2, you can win 4 rounds. It's a lot easier to win 4 in a row than 6. I mean, we just saw that for Montana State, right? Win the first 5, not quite able to make that 6th one stick because teams just have that kind of time to adjust to you. So you want to have a little bit of wiggle room, and that's what they've given themselves here. Ace Mav, pretty common Nighthaven Labs ban. We did see Montana State go with the Ace Therm instead. Kate Azami, the bans for Montana State here, taking off one of the zaps and the valuable Azami. Wonder if they had some intel that Urgent loves his Azami, given that he seems to be reacting every time that ban comes out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Very different defense strategy coming out here. We got a Mira, we have a Jaeger, we have a Valkyrie. Things we did not see from Montana State. They have a very different ideology about how to run.
Yeah, a little more gun heavy for sure. And they are going straight to top floor too, which is a site that plays a little more gun heavy, so that does make some sense. But yeah, definitely a different rotation and a different lineup here for Grand Valley. And will Montana State be able to pick that apart? That's the ultimate question.
10 seconds remaining.
Now they are running very similar things that we saw on Border. You know, as you said, very gun heavy site. Fainted on a Twitch is nothing too crazy. He's gonna be trying to get those cameras to go off. Video doctor cameras without an IQ, without cameras could be a little bit of a pain, especially when trying to plant later in the match.
Definitely could be, as Bravo remembering to shoot his outside cams now. So we see the Twitch drones get in, looking to pick off some of that valuable util, but not sure exactly what it's going to find, to be honest. Maybe, oh, it didn't get through. Might have been able to find that Miro window, but wasn't able to make it, so send a regular drone in instead.
Let's try it again, looks like.
Spots this Mira on the rafters. That drone will be shot, so the early stages of this attack just all about info for Montana State. Mira not really aware of this drone here, so they're going to have Very solid awareness onto her. Now finds the drone.
That location is where I was exactly told not to be playing in on rafters in this site.
And
Relatively easy to
yeah, the combo of the nades,
Changing mags.
so strong. Bravo playing the Blackbeard very well, now gets that cam off. Does have one below with him, not sure if he knows. He certainly does now. But they've run off for the time being.
Just a little bit of damage and goes right back upstairs.
Activating.
Didn't get that drone to land where he wanted, but that's okay. We'll forgive him this time.
You're like chronically on a factor, seems like in this series.
Oh, and they catch the lobby stairs flank here, is he just gonna go get it? Just, yeah, fire charge, waiting for the flank. Almost timed well, but unfortunately, Pototo's just
Swapping mags.
surviving with a tiny bit of health, but not anymore, as he's cut down by the 417 of Fainted. And now that major breach will be going. Or
You know that
will not be going.
they're definitely talking to each other, and they're informing them where these guys are. what
Now
they're
the
doing.
breach will go. It's Fainted just creeping up here. Bravo, yeah. Getting that kill, you see Bravo's drone just spotting these guys out. And
Valkyrie
Spirit's
not
gonna
playing
find
below.
the Valk, yeah. Smoke the last one left now, and in a 1v4, that's gonna be pretty difficult with a Blackbeard running at you.
Montana State here. 15 seconds left. Already have the diffuser down. What do you do as a fourth smoke?
You do nothing. You hope to get an exit frag. And certainly
Dodging
would
rolls
have
like
one.
the Matrix.
Yeah, no kidding. But unfortunately, does have the Pistol of Spirit waiting for him in electrical along with that Blackbeard shield, and it's 6-1. One more round needed for Montana State to close out this game. Could they get it right
The
here?
Pistol of Spirit waiting for him. I need that framed. Love that. I love that.
The Lion does not care about the fire alarm.
Man, I don't know what it is about the Mayo lovers out there, but this is the second time. The second time.
Attackers
in
need to
stream. I don't
locate
know
and
if you were
defuse
here.
as
We
many
had a
bombs as
Mayo
they
lover
can.
last time in stream.
Weird, yeah,
And
I don't
now-
know.
Seems like we got another.
Needs to be said, me personally, I think mayo is one of the most disgusting substances out there. Don't want it anywhere near anything I ever eat. Ever. I hate
Really.
mayo.
I used to be like that. And I'm still that way with ketchup and mustard.
See, ketchup,
Because it's
ketchup I've always
sweet.
loved. Mustard I've
Oh,
come
man.
around on, because there was a point where I was like, why mustard? I'm weirdly enough, I'm not a mustard on hot dog guy, but ketchup and mustard
10 seconds to
mixed
go.
on like a burger? That's solid stuff right there.
Fun fact,
5
I'm allergic
seconds
to
to
mustard.
insertion.
There you go.
never
The
got
more you know.
ketchup.
Attackers
But
must
ketchup,
locate and defuse
on the
the
other hand,
bomb.
Nasty.
That's
Absolutely vile.
insane. Although there's a lot of tomato things I don't like, and then I still like ketchup, so maybe I'm a child.
Well, if it was tomato, it'd be fine. But it's just corn syrup at these days.
Ah. What a barricade.
Man, that knife is doing
Yeah.
work. He is doling that knife like no tomorrow.
Yeah, just punch, 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 punch.
9 to be exact.
Yeah.
Drone activated.
Drone coming out here from Fainted on the dope. Ooh, might have missed that guy back in lobby. Could be impactful as Bravo is upstairs with a tub just staring him down. He's going to be very low health here.
Still very impressive for him to get out of that engagement alive. Really.
And that will be the nitro burned as Bravo going to take a little bit of space with Fainted coming in behind him. Ooh, almost
First
finding
first
damage.
time.
And Spirit
On
with the
attack.
kill. But Bravo on that vital Blackbeard now down, and it's a 4v4.
He did the work that he needed to. Maybe not as much as he could, but they were able to get the early picks, 4v4.
And Fainted cut down by Wagon now. And looks like this might be a
Fairfox
little bit of a
little-
reset point, yeah.
little confused on what to do. Probably getting new command, high command, right?
Yeah, and a little bit of damage. Yeah, that's gonna be the Ram upstairs finished off. Now it's just the breach crew of Spirit Fox and Bad left.
Drone deployed.
They do spot one out. Side note, we're not
They have
gonna
a
go this
minute
way.
left to make this work.
Yeah,
it's
2v4.
enough time. They just have to isolate that. Oh,
That will do it.
no.
Yeah, very aggressive hold there from Urgent to pinch off that rotate around. See if Bad can get some of his exit frags here, but not much left to be done in a 1v4.
It's a smart play, right? They're up the man. They're
Yeah.
trying to get that pick from an easy angle, and that's how it goes sometimes.
It's just the way it be.
You can't clear every door every single time.
Exactly. And Bad just gonna walk down the stairs and see what happens. I don't know if the tub actually knows he was there. And he does get one, just pops up in the site, but unfortunately will have to stick the plant.
Right,
And will
there's
be
a
cut
smoke
down.
out there. Yeah, he had the smokes in pocket, just elected not to use them.
Yeah, I wonder if he got just a little bit confused by the clock there. Had 6 seconds left, might have thought he was more like one and just had to pop it down. Urgent saying, "I am the lion." That's
Yeah.
okay. Just checking
Very nice
something.
takeaway.
Just no comment about that, but just checking for him, just to see how that's good working out for him. But yeah, so 6-2 here for Montana
Defenders,
State,
protect
still
your
needing
bombs
just
from
that
being defused by
one
attackers.
attack to close things out.
So I'm hearing from production he's actually on defense, so it was logically impossible for him to be the lion. So I think the fact that
Also, yeah, also very true. Yeah, thank you to our producers for pointing that out. If you're confused, the producers are us, so that's always good.
and my hamster I have uses.
Ah, of course, yeah. I mean, to be fair, your hamster knows more about Siege than my average ranked teammate, so that's fair. Back to the top floor here goes Grand Valley. This was very cleanly attacked by Montana State in
seconds remaining.
round 7, the first round of this half. So, interesting choice, maybe, not
Attackers
to
are
go
moving out
through
to locate a bomb
the
and
full
defuse it.
site rotation and to go straight back, but Grand Valley confident in their hold.
Well, you know, Montana State, they definitely know what they're doing. Changing a little bit with the Jackal, which I do love to see. I love the Jackal, especially the C70. I was a PDW fan for the longest time until I tried out
C70
the
is so good.
Great rifle.
And there you go. There's the first kill with C70 from Fainted on Urgent. Urgent just a little bit too aggressive there. Going to be cut down.
Running away.
That's not a punch hole that works, though, for Fainted. He will be cut down by Jaeger. As Bravo on the Blackbeard, getting one back onto Wagon. And that's 2 of the top performers down for Grand Valley. Just Potato left.
So I made my own.
Charge firing some shots up Aqua, not able to make him land. Oops.
Cameras are hard to shoot, man. I don't know about you.
It is tough because they don't move, so.
They don't move, yeah. It's
David
easier
has
when I
been
struggle.
droning from the basement for quite a while here, but sometimes it's what you need, right? That frag coming out just to blow off that barbed wire. Saw Magnet
man
fly
up.
from Lamai way up there. Oh, and the flank well read. They clearly knew he was there.
Bro, he's got ears like a hawk, I swear. I breathe in another room. You know,
You're not wrong. You're very much so not wrong. And that's going to leave Eclipse and Monaco with a very tough 2v4 here. Still over a minute left for Montana State to break this apart. And Spirit Fox looks like he might have wanted to get aggressive there for a second, but not going to do it. Just going to take his time. Fire a few bullets as we see the nade come out through the drone hole from Bravo. Now spots that guy in the back.
They don't need to rush the plant. They got time. They got man up.
Yep. Well, my spotted. Charge gonna look for him. Gets the down. And I think they'll probably know.
Concussion.
And that leaves Monaco basically in a 1v4. And that's the game. 7-2 on Nighthaven Labs for Montana State. And a very thorough performance as 7-2 comes out on Labs, even though we saw Montana State struggle with that in their CR6 game on Tuesday. Midwest not proving an issue here for them so far as they move to 3-0. Grand Valley moving to 1-2.
I've really got to say, I mean, after casting the match on Tuesday, watching these same maps being played, this is a different team. They are acting so much more off each other. They are more responsive and they are taking more accountability and leadership. It's great to see Spear Fox especially. I mean, he popped absolutely off this round. For a support player, he's crazy. He's doing crazy work.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, positive in both games for your support player. You can't ask for much more than that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, very good performance all around from Montana State. Nobody slacking. I think everybody went positive in one map or the other at the very least. So very thorough, very well done by these Montana State players. That's all we've got for tonight. No player interview today. We didn't get anything set up, but a short one as Montana State takes it 2-0. We'll update our scoreboard on our way out here. 2-0 over Grand Valley to move to 3-0 in Midwest R6 Division 2. Dolce, anything you need to add before we sign it off?
I love Spear Fox. He's a friend. I'm so glad he did well tonight. I'm going to go give him a hug.
All
Maybe
that
a
has
beer.
to be said. All that has to be said. All right. Thank you for watching, Montana State fans and any Grand Valley fans. If you were in here with us tonight, thank you as well. Good luck to you on the rest of your season. Montana State fans, we'll see you back here next week for another Midwest R6 game. Catch you later.